Hey everyone, I'm Sarah.
I'm Lucinda.
Welcome back to another color class, and in today's color class we are doing something new. But it is a first of many because we are talking hues and hacks for navigating online shopping, and we're going to use a little color analysis with it. So, are you ready to get started?
I'm ready to get started.
But I should say before we get started, we are a new YouTube channel and we would love it if you would subscribe and like this video. All right. Now we can get started.
Ready.
First off, look for color cues when you're shopping online.
So let's say that somebody tells you that something is turquoise. Mm-hmm. Well, turquoise online can be anything from green to Chinese blue. It's all over the place. And you're not sure exactly whether this turquoise will be in your season or slightly off out of your season. A good way to start your research is to go to Google. Take the product title. There's always a product name. Drop it into Google. And there are a couple of places you can look. You can click the shopping button and see, whether other retailers are there with the same product. And this is kind of fun because you'll see lots of different prices.
Yeah, I was just about to say, check those prices too.
And shipping. You'll see shipping there. So ultimately there you can see what the final price is for all these things that you're looking at. So that's a reason. And also when you look at the photos, both in Google Shopping and if you click images, photos will pop up and you may see other versions of the item that you're looking at that may give you more clues about whether the color is true and the variant swatch is true on the item that you're looking at.
Right.
Check the scene. And what we mean by that is fashion photographers often get creative, and you may see, not in Amazon. Amazon requires that they use a white background.
But you never know what it was shot on because it could have just,
True.
the white background could have been just dropped right out of it.
That's exactly right. But if you're looking at a photo in a catalog, online catalog, and you see that it's shot up against a color background, probably that color is influencing the color of the product that you're thinking about purchasing. So you may want to tell yourself, well, this is on a sunny yellow background. So maybe this product is reflecting a little bit of that and it might be casting a little yellow. So when I get the item, it might not be the color I'm expecting. Yeah. So do your homework and try our Google trick to see if you can find other photos of it that may not have that same situation.
Right.
Sarah, this is your favorite thing to do. So you have to take this one.
I was just going to say, so our next tip is to try out Pinterest, because what I love to do is when I'm looking for something in particular, whether it's like a blazer, for instance, I look on Pinterest and I find all the different styles and way to use it, how to color coordinate with it, just different trendy looks for it. So I can really build different outfits out of one item. So Pinterest is going to be your best friend when it comes to something like this.
And Sarah does mood boards on fashion. And I think that is just genius. I don't take the time to do that, but she ends up with a wardrobe that looks spectacular, and I end up making a lot of returns. So make a mood board and, don't just say, I'm going to wear this blazer the way I've always worn a blazer for the last 20 years. Look on Pinterest, see how people are wearing blazers, see how people are wearing color.
Right.
And it makes a total difference.
Because you would be shocked how many different ideas you can come up with, how many different outfits utilizing pieces you already have to wear a blazer.
And I can't tell you how many times I've said to Sarah, does this look frumpy? And she's like, you know what? Get on Pinterest, see what's cooking, what's new, what's fresh, and you'll figure out a new way to wear it.
Absolutely.
Oh, Sarah, you like this one too. You're a review girl.
I am a review girl. Check out reviews. Always check them out, because a lot of times not only do people call out the color, they'll say, oh, this is actually a little bit bluer, this is a bit pinker. I bought a rug off of Amazon, and one of the reviews, I went off of a review because they said, hey, this isn't what the image shows. It's actually a whole lot pinker, when I was doing my daughter's bedroom, and it was perfect. It was the exact color I wanted, but the image was looking a little too warm, but it ended up being perfect because I checked out the reviews. So,
and another thing that you do, Sarah, that you taught me to do is part of the reviews on many sites has people wearing let's say you saw a dress that you loved on Anthropology. And so if you scroll down to the bottom of that page, you'll see customers in that dress where they send in pictures of themselves. Right. And one of the things it'll do is it'll show you color, is the color true to what they're describing, but also fit. Because like Rent the Runway, I know, Sarah, you did this quite often. She would have invitations to go to balls. And so she would pick a couple dresses and they would show people, like this one woman would say, I'm a size 8. And this is me in the dress. Styling. Or I'm a size 12 and you could see her in the dress, or look at the body type. So again, this is basically us saying, do your research, don't just settle for whatever you find, because if you dig in a little bit, there are jewels there on the internet that will help you.
Another review tip that you should look at is people wearing the piece of clothing outdoors, because that will give
natural lighting.
Right, natural lighting. It will help you with finding the true color. If you see a review outdoors, really look into that for color.
And again, this is just us saying, dig in. We're going to tell you a little bit more about digging in, but before you make your purchase, just do your homework. Right. And you're going to end up with a spectacular wardrobe that's in your season that you're going to love. And you're going to thank us. And you're going to give us a comment saying, oh, what a great idea. Sizing savvy.
Yes.
Let's talk about sizing. Because unless you have, even if you do have the perfect model body, sizes are variable. You think that a size 12 is a size 12, but it's not. There's such a thing called vanity sizing, and often a brand will adjust the sizing as part of its brand mystique. For example, a pair of size 6 pants in Hollister, they're not a size 6. They're closer to a size 4. Or a size 6 pair of pants at Talbot's, they might run a little loose. So usually a vendor will provide a size chart. And what we're suggesting that you do is measure yourself. Have those measurements available to you every single time you shop online. And look at the sizing chart, because you may find that you're going to, not have enough room in the bust, but the hips are going to be way too big. You might as well know before you make the purchase.
And it's funny about vanity sizing. I'm surprised you didn't go off topic, but they do that. They usually size up to make you feel better about your purchase. So actually, these brands will make the pants or whatever you're wearing a little bit bigger. So you're like, ooh, I
fit into a size 4.
Right. I love this place. And you have a better experience. And psychologically, you're more likely to go back to that store. So keep that in mind.
And one store completely came up with their own size model. That was Chico's. So you're either a 1 or 2 or 3 or a 4. And from size 4, I believe it is, don't quote me on that, to all the way up to size 24, that's divided into 4 size groups. So think about how much wiggle room literally there is in that size model. But again, sizing is part of the brand's marketing. Remember that always. Oh, I love this one. Sarah hates it. Brick-and-mortar recon.
No.
So Sarah doesn't like to go to, Sarah never buys anything in a store. She loves to go shopping online, and that's pretty much her thing. Yeah. However, if you see something on Anthropology that you love, clearly you know that Anthropology is like my favorite.
You know what's so funny is you saying that. I was just in Anthropology last weekend.
Well, good for you. And what did you find?
Well, I didn't realize how much different stuff they had. Like their clothing right now, stunning, but also the accessories, the health and beauty.
Those mirrors that we all love.
They even have Stanley cups now. And I'm like, what is going on? Because they just have everything.
I know. And it's high quality. So one of the things I love about buying product online with Anthropology is that the quality matches the fashion photography. There are other places, not so much. Like, I love Zara, but when I get the product, it may be a little, the hand, it may be a little thin, or the draping might be not quite
some loose thread,
what I was expecting. Yeah.
Some bubbling.
Right. So if you go in the brick and mortar version, if you go in the Hollister, if you go in the Talbot, you go in the Banana Republic, you go in the, if you go there, you get a sense in total of what you're buying when you go back to your catalog shopping.
Yeah. All right. Our last tip is going to be embracing easy returns. Now, there are a couple caveats we want to make. Sometimes websites will say, oh, we have an easy return policy. What is easy? I don't know. But they might charge you for return shipping, or you have to do it on your own. You have to mail out the packages. But there's other places like Amazon, or man, you can just drop it off at the grocery store.
Sometimes we should say that it depends on who's selling the product.
True.
If it's sold by the vendor, sometimes the return policy is different than the overall Amazon return policy, which is drop it off at a store or whatever. And then I do want to mention with Amazon, there's something that I absolutely love. And Amazon innovates a lot of things, and I think this is so cool. And that's try before you buy.
Oh, yes.
They have a whole division where you can shop, and you want to look at these sneakers, you want to look at this blazer, you want to look at this sweater, you want to look at this you want to completely buy a whole wardrobe, have it arrive, try it on, send it back at no charge, and it's absolutely a dream, because they don't bill your credit card for a certain period of time, and during that period of time, that's your quote unquote try on period, and you can play with it, you can put it together with outfits that you already have in your closet, and then whatever you don't want to have, you send it back at no charge, and it never hits your credit card, which is awesome.
Again, embracing easy returns is something that we can all utilize when it comes to online shopping.
May I add one other tip?
Yeah.
That is, if you're on a kind of a short lead time for something, and you see something and you think it's great, you love this dress, but you've got a wedding 2 days from the date that you buy it. I mean, I'm the world's worst at waiting for the last minute until I make a purchase. Buy two. Oh yeah. Return one. That way you have a little wiggle room between the sizes, and the item that you may have thought would be too small will actually fit perfectly, whereas the other one you'll end up sending back. So buy two, return one is a great way to make sure you're in the right size.
That's something I love about Rent the Runway, because automatically you get a free second dress and a different size. So I really utilize that trick if you need something along those lines.
And if you guys haven't checked out Rent the Runway, it's not just evening wear anymore. It's everything. It's accessories, it's dresses. And if you want to I'm the kind of person who does, Sarah, is this true or not? I don't like to wear the same outfit twice. I just don't. Yeah. So I buy a lot of clothes. And with Rent the Runway, if you don't like to be seen in the same outfit twice, you never have to, because you get these things. They're certainly cheaper than buying something new. Put it on, look fantastic, send it back, get something else, and you're set.
Of course. Now, we really hope you guys enjoyed this video. One last time, I'm going to slot this in here. We are a new YouTube channel, and we would love to keep you around. So please don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Now, lastly, I'm Sarah.
I'm Lucinda.
And this is Color Class, and we will see you in the next video.